Hello Polyminions, welcome to The Bridge. Today we're going to be playing an exciting RTS strategy game, Apeiron. Before we start, let's talk a little bit more about Apeiron as a whole. It's going to be a gaming ecosystem consisting of multiple games and game genres, where your in-game assets will be used throughout the universe. When the game is fully released, you'll start out by managing a planet as a godling. You'll cultivate these little dudes who will praise and worship you. As you gain all these prayers, you will eventually manifest into an avatar. These avatars are based on two things. One is the planet type or element. This ranges from forestry, volcanic, tsunami. There are 15 different options. The second part is the class, the archetypal warrior, mage, command class type avatars. These provide many combinations and a wide range of abilities and playstyles that feed into the PvP game mode, as well as the dungeon crawler roguelike game that we're going to be testing today. I do need to put a disclaimer that this is a private access early alpha that is still in development. There will be bugs and there may be a lot of changes in the near future. So keep that in mind as we dive into this, but let's go ahead and choose our class. So it's going to be, three options. So it's just the three classes. So we have the Wisdom, which is the mage, we have the Fury, which is the warrior type, and then the Fate, which is that command class unit. We are only playing with the Tempest type planet, so the Tempest element, which is full air. And so the really cool thing about them is their avatar gains energy based on movement. So the more we're moving, the more our energy bar is going to charge up, and that gives us one of our special abilities, which is specialized for each of the classes. We're going to start off by playing the Fate, and what we get is a arrow archer, but we'll go through that in a moment. But then they also have skills that are independent of the class. We only see the first two, but there's 6 that we will be able to unlock as we level up, and eventually more as the game develops. So let's go and hop into it, and let's see how it goes through. All right, dudes, this is the Apeiron introduction. We are the 6th god of True Storm. The Sky Dream Crown. What a lovely gift for us. How dare they? Stole one of our dudes. Oh, we're fighting the darkness. Let's go. Alright, depth 1. And we're playing as the Fate avatar class. Where they want to see, oh, it won't show me any of the abilities. Alright, let's see what this character is like. Alright, so it always, introduces the stuff when you're first playing, or the first time you're going through a new avatar. So you'll be able to see that. You drag and discard. So game, it's WASD kind of movement, so it is real time. If you stand still for a little bit, it does auto attack. And so with the Fate, I've got like this 3-round burst. That's kind of cool. It does some serious damage too. And then we've got 2 different abilities. So if you pull it out, you can read it. So this one says an AoE damage that pulls in enemies, more damage to avatars, big, slow, and stun on hitting an avatar. Okay, interesting. So we could drop that eventually. You can always bring it back here so that you don't waste that. The second one is a 3 bounces of AoE damage, then stuns, and then final knocks back and slows. Executes at low health. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so you know, a lot of the game is trying to get all your abilities to line up well. So this is where they're lined up nicely. Boom. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it flies a lot further than I thought. So we want to like go way back here. We want to like lob it right there. Fire. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Okay, really short. All right, then we also have an E ability. This is, since we're the Tempest, the Wind class, this builds up over movement, including our dash. And your W is your dash. That's what this gold bar represents. And so you can press E, and what we get? Summons one arrow archer nearby and places an arrow signal on your avatar. You know, you want to pop out these guys. So these are extra units. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice little archer. Literally brings in an archer. That's crazy. Okay, I'm already seeing some really cool tricks we can do with this. So let's go into our skill tree. So we could read over these with the specifics. So as you can see, this is very League of Legends. They go into extreme detail on how all of this works. So it's pretty crazy to play around with. So you'll definitely want to use your skill points appropriately. So right now we have 3, and right now in the early levels, 1 through 3, it only costs 1 skill point. So generally you want to try and keep it balanced as you go up, because then 1 point here will cost more. Now that there are times where 1 skill is just by far the strongest, best skill you want to go for. So it's up to you to try and learn and play around with it. If you want to do the math, feel free to do the math. You could probably have several spreadsheets on each avatar class and affinity to see how what works best. So we're going to pop 2 in there. See, and I can't get any more because now it costs 2 points, but I only have 1 remaining. And then we're going to throw 1 here. So we'll see how that works. So we'll go ahead and pop into the next fight. And this time we'll have our 2 apostles. And so this is kind of like an auto battler in this planning phase where, you know, you'll be able to position yourself where you want, and then you'll have your 2 guys that you can position where you want. Now, they run on auto unless you give them a specific skill. So you really want to try and, you know, put them kind of where you want them generally. So you want the priest in the back, the guardian up front. That way, you know, there's no like the priest isn't getting attacked instead of the meat shield. So we're going to go ahead and start battle there. Now I'm going to immediately cast this. See how that works now. Whoa, that was very interesting. I dodged that nice attack. It feels good. So they have a whole bunch of abilities. This one will increase my attack speed. I kind of want to see how that looks. So it's up. Oh, whoa, I get 4 auto attacks? Interesting. Okay, because it increased my auto attack. That's really cool. That's way too strong. And this is a nice Judgment Day. Does a whole bunch of damage if they're low on health. Ooh, and I get an auto attack if I just sit there for a second. Whew, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Fate, that's where I bought all my planets too. So I am so excited to play the Fate class. It's looking like a really cool class already. I have to say the Fury was good too. I did already try the Fury. You guys will see some of that gameplay in a moment too, but really quite interesting. So add another one to the bottle lob. We have an extra point, so we'll go to movement. The cool thing about campfires, these are nice rest, recovery, and try to scale levels. So these rooms, you know, you go in here and you'll have 3 options. 1, you can just recover and heal up your squad. You can randomly level up one of them, or if one of them is dead, you can revive them. So it's really key to like try and keep your army healthy and alive. A lot of that is just playing the rooms really intelligently, very killing off the DPS units fast and healing up and just keeping your health generally quite high. So, but we're gonna level up. There's no reason to heal. We're all pretty much full health, so that'll do that. See this cool little animation. One thing I wish it did was actually show which unit's getting leveled up. They don't do that right here. That'd be really quite nice, so then you knew exactly which unit was leveled up. Otherwise, I have to go in here, and then I scroll, and I got lucky, and it looks like my mage got leveled up, because these were already level 2, so this was a level 3, and it got leveled up to level 4 already, which is huge. Mages are really powerful right now for the current composition, in my opinion. I think they're great against the boss in most battles. Alright, so we just finished our first depth. And so the way this is working, it's an infinite dungeon, and you're going to go through each depth trying to cleanly kill off the waves, kill the boss at the end if there's a boss, and just keeping your apostles alive the whole way, because they don't heal up anyway other than in the campfire rooms or the shops, which we'll get to later, and those where we can buy items that can heal both the apostles and ourselves. And really it's just trying to survive as long as you can. We do have some knowledge of how far you can go. One of the pros in the community has made it past depth 100, so she went all the way down. Absolutely crazy what she was able to accomplish. That was Asterisa. Still waiting to hear more from her exploration to the dark depths and how difficult it really gets. So super excited to see how that goes, but let's jump into depth 2 now. And then we also got artifacts. I'll have to show you guys artifacts later, but those have some really cool and interesting abilities moving forward. All right, so I think we're good with our team comp. Let's jump in. See if we can get a good suction right here. Boom! Haha! That was so cool. Alright, and then we'll stun them all. We'll jump them. Goodbye! And that's how you clean a wave quite quickly. I don't know if that was sub 30, but it felt good. I probably could have done something a little bit better, but 37. So it wasn't that great. And we got our first one for this one. So this is the Rogue's Money Bag. When you play a rogue card, 40% chance that they will return to the top of your deck. So if you have rogue units, you want to use them often and not use their cards, this is a good card to recycle just the rogue cards. I am curious if the artifacts transfer over. They didn't, so I only have these right now. So anyways, so we've got the Creation Halo. All units have 5% max HP. Let's equip that so you can get up to 5 of these. I don't think I really want my rogues to have any particular preference there. I like a nice balance, so I'm going to leave that alone. We did level up, so let's figure out where we want to put our points. Put another one there, and then kind of spread it out. Boom. All right, there we go. Quite even along the board. You want to make sure that you're looking ahead. This is still just step 2, so there's no real choices to be made, but in the future you definitely want to make sure that you're looking for campfires, for shops, to help extend your runway so you can get as deep into the dungeon as you can. And we got level 10, yes! Alright, let's see what else we got to play with. Got another Guardian, nice. Having a nice higher leveled unit like that is always very useful. So, now what we got? These abilities are also nice, so this gives me increasing critical chance every time I defeat an apostle in a battle. It only lasts for that battle though, and then this one does extra damage when they're below percent health, so 40% health, so that's huge too. Alright, so we'll spread these out. Cool. Alright, then we have to make sure that we change it. You can only carry 3, so we're going to get rid of our whirlpool. We're going to add the magnetic pulse field. All right, and so, you know, looking down the line, there's really no problem with any path we choose. It always reveal the next 3 in front of you, so you always want to make sure that the next 3 in front of you are the path that you really want to take. So because we're doing well, we'll skip that, level them up. Just always try and level them up until we can't anymore. All right, so here's where it starts mattering, right? So like, if we were to go right here, up, and I just went right. Doesn't matter, I'll be able to fix it, but we're going right. There's no pots, no shops in the top right, so that's a waste. So we want to make sure that we do that in the future. But anyways, this is the shop. You can get sacrifice potions, which heal the avatar by max HP. There's also fairy in the bottles, which are kind of last ditch. If you're about to die, it'll actually heal you up instead of you dying. So these are good if you're struggling to focus on pots, but if you're looking at the most efficient, you'll actually save money by getting just sacrifice pots, and then the poop potions are for the apostles, healing them up. So that's typically how you do it, because then, you know, you can't always buy everything, so I typically try to go for those since they're, for the percent health to cost ratio is better. So looking back at the map again, if we were to go right here, we'd end up locking ourselves out. We'd have to do a 3rd extra fight. But if we go left, we'll actually get to another campfire or shop. And you always want to give yourself multiple choices. So you'd go boom, boom, and then you'd have an option of campfire, shop, or fight. Maybe you want to get more experience. Could be useful all around. So we're going to go to the normal battle here, and we're going to push forward. Alrighty. folks, here we go. We're going to take out the boss now with the Fate class. Let's do this. Okay, can you maybe target me? I did not do it fast enough. Interesting. Okay, so that's too slow. Alright, there's that half health animation. We've seen it before. Nothing special. GG, buddy. You're dead. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a dead nightmare juggernaut. Let's just watch the ending, shall we? Alright, folks. Once this game comes out, we gotta figure out who that monster is. Bring him down. Alright, team, that concludes our gameplay session here. We put in the hours, definitely tested out all three classes. Unfortunately, this video's already going quite long, so I won't be able to show you guys the Fury or the Wisdom class. But if you guys are interested, please comment below which one you would like to see in a gameplay walkthrough. If we get enough comments, maybe we'll go back and do that as well. I mean, I think that all of them have very unique attributes, very cool play styles. I think that this game will be one that really draws people in from all over the place because it'll have the casual planet builder, and then it'll also have these very in-depth skill trees that are really on par with League of Legends at that strategic depth. I can only imagine that the esports in this game will be very competitive. You will have to do so much research of all the different planetary and class types, how they're doing their combination of skill cards, and planning your team of apostles around that will be really engaging. I could see this being a really healthy gaming ecosystem. I can't wait to see what they have revealed for PvP later this year. So if you want to keep up, and once we have access to that PvP, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment your favorite class below. And I hope to see you guys next time on the Polemos Bridge.